In today's meeting, Mrs. Nickelbacher, Mrs. Fillington, Mr. Lyons, and Mr. Palmer. My name is Zachary Thayer, 4318190. This is my own YouTube channel, and this is my own assessment. Today's current assessment in the view of the Federal Reserve is in questionable applications of today's wonderment. Primordial assessment as structural applications to the index validities of that of Richard Roll, Paul Samuelson, Ace Greenberg, and Stanley Fisher are identified. This book is Mr. Samuelson's and the last of the 5 copies, also known as The Behavioral of Interest Rates, The Treasury Market Efficiency, that of Mr. Roll, the Nobel Prize-winning physicist, Paul Samuelson, and work. This is a part of the Irving Fisher Award series in the last 5 of the copies for the Federal Reserve. Miss Nickelbacher and Miss Glinkland, if you'll notice, in the March 1950, December 1964, we have a 1-2-1. That'd be the presidential administration, $121 billion. 5-year Treasury note is an 18-1 in view of national debt, 303.27-1. 2210 hyperbolic binary application, 9-200. We are at exactly 289, I believe, or 290.86, the 0.331, the movement in the 2-year, 3-year Treasury, and the validity assessment and the changes and the null hypothesis. This would be the wonderments in the 1949-1964 and validating the same market some metrics. This is the value assessment, where I am wondering, this was the pre-model assessment in view of the presidential administration, market application with Miss Yellen. This was the mark of the Donald John. This is the view of the changes into it. That's marking the 10-year to the 2-year, and then the validation in publication 17. We are evaluating it in approach theory, justifying gauge, and hyperbolic identification. This is the movement of the Adams Project and the concern at present. Mr. Lyons, Miss Nickelbacher, Miss Finkel, and Mr. Palmer. These are delegational concern deficiencies in view of the Treasury note, applying the market hypothesis theory in view of Adams' invisible hand. In view of the IDEC, NEA, JBA, DOA, in view of the NEA, IEA, and the application of the NHQ, justifying NASA Langley, under 45.632 CFR 33, CFR 7, subsection 6, and Uber v. Waco, Michigan v. the EPA. You have transitory views in Puerto Rico v. the U.S., in view of domestic national security models, and wonderments in Honest 4 versus 3 Mile Island, and pinpoint applications, and how predatory lending agreements apply in any earthquake greater than a 3.8 to 5.6, a fire or tornado or flooding assessment, in view of CFR 7 subsection 5, or subsection 8, flooding research. Excuse me. Mr. Palmer, as a Federal Reserve Governor, ideological view indicate the application of the dual policy to your Treasury note, validation and wonderments and primordial integration models, range-bound efficiency, the changes in the wonderment and view in the 2-year to the changes of the election on Bush v. Gore, and the model hyperbola. That could mean 7,382.64, 9,100, and 73.28. If we see the Fukushima volcano that is 25 miles away from it, that is 275 to 315 degrees Fahrenheit hotter than it has been. This would be a present-day foreign national security and domestic national security in view of domestic federal policy. In this video, 4318190, my name is Zachary Thayer, 6428. I fucking forget. There's your FCC.